だがすごい凄まじい破壊力です。14枚です。14枚の瓦が粉々に割れ砕けたのです。
セール、この粉々に砕け散った瓦を見るがいい。これが1分後の貴様の姿だ。
I remember when I first heard Mr. Satan's voice, I believe he's called Hercule in English. It was just really a funny and over-the-top voice, like real like, growling kind of voice, but it was really memorable. I never forgot it. Over the years, I've rewatched the series so many times, I began to notice, wait, Ox King, and then King Enma, these guys sound the same. Sure enough, they're all voiced by the same guy. Okay, fair enough. And then just like these random background characters, it's this guy with one line. It sounds like the other guys. And then this other background character, he sounds the same too. I had to find out, so I looked it up, and all of these characters and many more background characters, believe it or not, were all voiced by one man. And that man's name was Daisuke Gori. And today I really want to highlight this voice actor as I feel he deserves so much love and recognition for his work. Born on February 8th, 1952 in Tokyo, Yoshio Nagahori, or better known by his stage name, Daisuke Gori, was a voice actor. With a distinct and powerful voice, he began his career in the late 70s with shows such as Cutie Honey, where he provided a narration. He then played the role of Dolze Zabi in the original Mobile Suit Gundam.
見たかサンシャインよ。正義だの友情だのとほざいてみても一つ歯車が違えばこの集体よ。
In the early 80s, he continued to take minor roles in various animation. But in 1983, he lent his talent to the legendary Kinnikuman, where he voiced multiple characters. And then the equally iconic Hokuto no Ken, or Fist of the North Star.
この墓穴は大きめに作ってあるのか？いや、
なぜだ？
では、できるだけ小さく畳んでやろう。
貴様何を言っとるんじゃ？
In 1986, he joined the Dragon Ball family. And well...
奴に後悔させてやる。この地球に宇宙最強の戦士、ミスター・サタンがいたことをな。ありがとうございます。生き返りました。おめえ、ひょっとしてこの棒、如意棒じゃねえべかい。
じゃあいろいろ詳しいんだな。
孫悟空か。確かにお前の功績は素晴らしいがな。天国に行ける者をわざわざ危険を冒してまで蛇の道を通り海王様に会いに行くというのか。道場破りとほざいた割には大したことねえやつだ。おお。こんなところに人が住んでいたとはな。誰だと思う？誰だと思う？なんとあのピッコロ大魔王様の手下だぞ。そら何をする気だ。相手は俺だぜ。
お前みんなに謝れよ。
ブヒブヒ。
これからおとなしくするんだぞ。
ブヒ。
So throughout the 1980s and 1990s, Daisuke basically just did role after role after role. The guy was working like nonstop, practically year after year, doing any background voice or side characters, supporting characters, anything he could do. He was just a really in-demand voice actor. I guess his voice was just so distinct. He had such a powerful voice. By the time they got to the 2000s, he had already done well over 60 different series. And like I said, in each series, he had done multiple roles. It was impressive. as the 2000s rolled around, he continued to do all the big names. He did One Piece, where he did a few small supporting characters, but also did some background stuff there. He then did Full Metal Alchemist, the original Full Metal Alchemist series. He did Inuyasha, Bleach. He just kept working hard. He really just didn't stop. He was a machine. He just kept doing role after role. Got into video games as well. I think in the 90s he got into video games. Though most video games didn't have too many voices. By the time you get to like the mid 90s, PlayStation, and then we had like more cutscenes, and he was doing voices for like Tekken and stuff like that. So Star Fox, and it was just impressive, the amount of work that he was piling up. It was truly a job he loved more than anything. Voice acting was something he had a passion for, and it just really, really showed. If you look at his filmography, I honestly think you'd be pleasantly surprised. So I do recommend, if anybody has time, to look him up online, and you will just see just this massive list of things he's done. And as I said, sometimes a lot of the background roles he didn't even get credited for. So even with Dragon Ball, when I was researching this, I couldn't find the names of everything he did, because some just small supporting, not even supporting, like background voice, it doesn't credit, people for those type of voices sometimes. And so therefore, it's really hard to determine how many characters he has actually voiced. As the 2000s came to a close, he was still very much in high demand. He was still doing popular series like Man, One Piece, and he had come back to do Dragon Ball Kai to reprise his roles that he had done. But as the 2000s neared the end, he's developed diabetes, and it led to retinal detachment, meaning that he couldn't see well, or pretty much at all, really. And he started complaining to coworkers that he was unable to read the scripts, and he therefore couldn't do his job, which was the one thing he really loved. And on January 17, 2010, he took his own life. He was found with a suicide note that simply just was addressed to his family saying, "I'm sorry and thank you." It's extremely heartbreaking that this man did a job that he loved so much and had such a strong passion for, and when that's taken away, he couldn't find any other reason to live. While he never played any lead characters, his voice was so iconic that even to this day, whenever I watch Dragon Ball or any anime and I hear that voice, I can't help but smile. It's like hearing from an old friend you hadn't heard from in a long time. His voice will forever be a welcome treat. And I hope that fans of the Japanese dub will go back and give it a rewatch, just so that you can be reminded of how special he truly was. So I hope you enjoyed this tribute video. I have a top 10 coming next, as well as the next deep dive video. As always, if there's something you'd like to see, comment below and let me know. Until next time, see ya.